Hello, everyone. Welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. So, last time we worked on the data cleaning in Excel, and I've also worked on some data cleaning in Excel, like using functions and using some formulas and stuff. So, today we are going to be using data visualization. We're going to be using pivot table and pivot charts to answer business questions. So for the previous data used last time, so the previous customer data we used for analysis in Power Query. So we are going to be using that clean data to visualize some 2 or 3 business to answer some business cases. So uh it's a customer data. Let me go right into Excel right now. So I'm going to be presenting. So I'm going to present entire screen. All right. So let's get right into this. So let me hide my screen. Let me hide my screen bit. And let's go there. So can you see this? This was what we did last time. We're able to clean this data in Power Query for Excel. So if you're not in this stage, I would like you to go back and watch that video so you could understand what we're working on. So this is a customer data, and we want to like answer these business questions. Which region generates the highest revenue, and how does each region contribute to the total sales? Which item contributes? I think we are working on a sales data here. It's a simple sales data. We're supposed to use customer data, but sales data is also fine. So we're going to be doing answering these 3 questions. So sometimes I said in my one of my video that you need to understand the question you want to solve. So you need to understand the question. I mean, the question you want to solve with your data, whatever data they give you. You need to understand it. Sometimes the stakeholder might ask you to solve this problem. This is what they want. Want the total unit cost only. They want to know the amounts they sold in this month, this week, this year, sample like our time series. So then you can use your date. Maybe they want to know what item sells the most and what region bring in the most sales. So things like that happen. So in this case, this is our revenue. This is our total revenue. So our total revenue, and then this unit cost, and this is the unit sold. So I know this is our total revenue. So now we're going to be visualizing it. We are going to be doing it quick. I'm going to put in my timer so I won't take long. So the first thing you want to do is make sure your data is in a table format, something like this. If I say Control A, it's in a table format. You see this table comes out and you see the name of the table. So make sure you formatted your data. If your data is not properly formatted, you can convert it to table, and this is how you convert to table. Let me go to home and open a data, this customer data somewhere. Okay, we have this customer data. So all you have to do is click Control A, or you can just click on anywhere and click Control T. So it's return the Excel will recognize the data and recognize the headings. It will ask you if your table has a header, has headers. So if this is not ticked, make sure you tick it, then click on OK. So it will change this to a table. Then you can come here and name your table. Make sure you name your table. Let me name this customer data. Customer data. So I've done that. So my table has a name. So anytime I want to do anything, I know my table will recognize my column already have each one as a name. There's no need to be, maybe I want to add all this together. All I have to do is just say equals some amounts, equals I can just click and say equals some customer data, then sales amount. Then I want to close it. I say okay. So I have my total amount here. So this is my total sales amount here. So we're not doing that. So you're ready, instead of like in normal data, like if it's in cell reference, you have to do, you just have to say from G1 to G something, maybe 1000. So in case you have like a lot of data like this, that is what you have to do. Convert your data into table format, so it will be easy for you to analyze and all. So that is what we are going to do. That is what we did over there. So let me save this. It's customer data. So we're working with this. What I want to do today is go into pivot table and pivot chart. How many minutes do we have? We already used 60 minutes. So before we go, please, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe, do well to like, do well to comment, and do well to share this video to any data enthusiast, beginners, or intermediate Excel users. So let's go. So let's look at our questions. So we want to look for business, which region generate the highest revenue, and how does the region contribute to the total cost. So we want to know region. That first thing you need to do is know if you have a region in your data set, whether region, whether country, whether location. You know that this is like is defining main location in this region. So we want to know which region has the highest revenue. So let's go. So all we have to do is click on this data, say Control A, and go to insert. In your insert, you see pivot table, then click on pivot table. Okay, now it creates a pivot table for you in a new chart. So I can say analysis for this. So it brings in this pivot table field. It is called pivot table field. So you have all your data column in here. So what would you want to look for? We want to look for the region that has the highest sales, right? So we are going to be putting our region descriptive, which is descriptive, into rows. You can drag it here, or you can click it. Excel will recognize it for you. So we want to put our total, which is total revenue. Make sure you label your column properly so you can understand it. I can go in here and say total. Let me oh, I can't rename that for now. So let's just go back. And we know that this total is our total revenue, right? I will just put it in values. You see, format it for us. So what we are going to do is we're going to be editing this, because this is in USD, right? If it's not in USD, you have to like format it to be maybe USD, be it a currency and all. So click on this button right here and go to field settings. You can click on that, or you can click on this, right click on this, it's still the same thing. So sum of total, just say total revenue. You can rename it here, and we can go to, we can find the statistics right here. You can find the average, minimum, maximum, standard deviation, variation, everything. You can do it here, but we don't want to sum it. We don't want to do anything. It's in sum already, so it's in sum already. So let's go in here where it says numbers. So we can change the data type to currency here. Then we can change it to USD, right? Then the decimal place, make sure is, we can leave it at that, because sometimes every dollar counts. I want to leave it at one decimal place and say okay. Okay, so I have my data, my pivot table formatted as dollars and properly formatted right here. Right, it's in sum, right? It's in sum. It's in max sum, or sum I want to do. It's in sum. Put it in max. That's my mistake, sorry. So from here, this is what we are going to do. You are going to click on this. Now you can use this for analysis. You can see clearly that okay, Central has like the highest sales, bring in the highest revenue, which is $12,551.6, and East take the second, which is more than half of Central City, and West has the lowest revenue. So what we are going to be doing is click on this. We want to visualize it. We want the stakeholders to know how high and how low the regions are. So you're going to click on anywhere around this chart. You're going to be clicking on it. Go to pivot table analysis. Make sure you write the name of a pivot table. Let's say revenue new, let's say by region. Okay, so you will see the reason why we are naming this in case we want to add slicers and all to it. So this is by region, table. It's so long, right? So click on this and go to, you will see chart here, see pivot chart here. Click on it to give you some kind of pivot chart. So to give you some kind of pivot chart, or you can go in here and do insert again. You see it doesn't give you pivot table this time, it gives you all this. So you want to use a column chart. We want to use a column chart. Which one should we use? Let's use just cluster column chart. Now we have this, we have our chart right here. So we are going to be editing this. You can click on this and press your backspace, delete it. So sometimes there's something called noise in your data. You don't want noises in your data, you just want to visualize. You can click on this also, remove the column. So you see our data is plain. So let's just say total revenue by region. Now we have our, but there's something wrong here. This column, we don't know how much value excess we click on it. We want our stakeholder to be able to see the data. We want them to be able to like look at the analysis and say, oh, this one is high, this one is low, from their own side. So we want to right click and format chart area. It's not showing me that, so this can be tricky. So what we're going to be doing is, we want to put a data label on it. You can go to design and go to add chart element. So go to data label. So your own Excel might be different. So I want to put this outside end on top of it. Now I have my data values on it. So yours might be beside it, so you might be able to change your data label in here. Some people are like somewhere, once they click on it, it's somewhere down here, but my Excel is kind of different. I don't know why that is. So I'm going to be doing that. Click on your chart, go to designs and go to add chart element. So you see the data label in here. So our next one, so you can still do better. You can come in here, you can format your text option. You can format it. You can say solid lines, gradient lines. You can do a lot of stuff with it. Text fill, no fill, solid fill, gradient fill, no fill, anything you like. Or you can just so you can just click on the text. You can go to your home, you can format your text here, you can change it to black. You can do that in your home. So there's different type of ways you can format. You can increase the fonts. You can do a lot of amazing things with your chart. Yes, now we have, this is okay. So once to visualize another data, and also you can sort it from lowest to highest. You can sort it from here. You can see sort ascending. You can sort ascending. You can sort descending. Anyone you choose, you just have to choose to sum of sales. I want to sort ascending, so sort it from the lowest to highest. So anyone you want to do, there's an alarm, I have a meeting, but let me quickly do the second one. So the other one we're going to be doing, what is our second question? The second question is, which item contribute the most to total revenue, and how does this performance varies by region? So we have like two questions here. Which item contributes to most of the revenue, right? And we want to know how it performed by region. We want to know total sale by region and item. So we are going to do the same thing here. We can go to insert pivot table for sales data, and we say okay. So this is another sales by item. So let's just say that. So we want to know which item perform the most, bring in more revenue, and yeah. So this is it. Let's sort this in ascending orders, some in ascending. So we have oh, that doesn't have, this doesn't have a decimal, that is why. So we are going to be turning it into what we did earlier also. So we are going to be right clicking and go to field setting. You can find your field, you might find your field setting if you right click on this also, depend on the type of Excel you're using. So I'm going to do some, I'm going to change it to currency, and change this here. So mind you can also change your data from the source, so it doesn't have to be here all the time. You can change it from here. You can click on total, click on this, click on currency, it will give you pounds. You can do more numbers and change your currency to, instead of pounds, you want to have like dollars, so you can do that as well. So let's go back to our analysis. So what we're going to be doing is click on this as well, go to your pivot table, or you go to your insert. You're going to see different charts in here. You're going to see different charts. So this time around we're going to be using clustered bar chart. I'm going to be using clustered bar chart like this. So we want to see from highest to the lowest to see which item sells the most, and also it says region and which item has the most sale in region also as well. Let's see if you can visualize that. We want to use that as a legend. So we want to know which item has the most sales in different region. So in the west, binder has the highest sales in the west, and in the pen set has the highest sales in the east, as you can see. So these are like your legend. You can also change you can do whatever you want. You can use it as a filter as well. You can use it as a filter, then you are going to put this as your slicer. So it's just that. So it's like what should I call it? It's like doing some. I'm going to be deleting this. Do like this. I want to sort this by total and ascending. So I have from highest to lowest here, from highest to lowest in the distance. So that's not bad, right? That is not bad. It depends on what you want to see. So I have like my, let me reduce a bit. So these are my legend. So I can say I want to bring in text box here. Oh, where's my text box? Where's my text box now? Oh, what happened? Can't I bring in my text box? Okay, right here. I want to bring in my text box and write total revenue by total revenue. Is this total item sold or total revenue? Okay, say which item contributes most to total revenue. So that is it. And how does their performance vary by region? So that is what we just did. Total revenue new generated by item and region. So we've done that. So we can increase this font. We can say black and we can increase it. So we've done one of that. So these are like how you can create your charts, your pivot table. So there's a lot to learn. So what is our third question? How do total sales vary over time, and are there any season trend in revenue? So total sales varies over time. So what how does the total, I mean, what do I mean the sales, how did the sales go, how do people buy, you get, and then is there any seasonal trend in the revenue? So we have two things to do here. So we have to see sales over time and seasonal trend in revenue. So let's do one of that. Let's insert pivot table. Let's insert our pivot table. Okay, again, let's say seasonal trend. Seasonal trend, right? Let's insert our first thing we are going to insert is want to see the when we talk about season means like dates and whole, right? Where's our dates? Do we have dates here? I think we have date though. We have dates too. Other dates. We have other dates. So why is it showing me? Oh, okay. We have other dates. So we have this. We have 2019 and 2020, but that's not what we want to see. We want to see. I want to see my year. I mean, I want to see my month, and I want to see my month only, right? Then I want to see sales trend. Sales trend. Unit. This unit is total items sold. So we want to see like from the units like this is total items sold now. So from this total item sold times the unit cost, we have $189 for that particular day, right? So using our order date, we have total orders, which is this unit. This unit is our total orders. So we are going to be writing that, using that for our season trend. So what we are going to do is we are going to click on this item. This item, I click on it, but we don't want it here. We want it here. We want to count the item. So it's giving us 49, which is not the right answer. So the item is pencil, but we're supposed to use units. So we are supposed to use units. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be removing the item and put my unit. So we have the right answer here. So next thing, we are going to be creating a chart, and then we are going to be using a line chart. Put in mind, like whenever you are working with time series, dates, you want to visualize your trend, always use a line chart. Line chart is one of the best thing for looking for trend in your analysis. You can also use the other line chart. You can also use the other line chart like this. This is a 3D line. You can use this stack area chart, anyone you like. So any of these will be good, so you can see your trend. You can see your trend, lowest trend, highest trend, and all that. You can see all that. So it's amazing. So you can format this yourself. You can format it later. You can format this later. So in this video, we're not going to be building dashboard. So make sure you name your data, your always name your visuals. This is your chart, name it. You can name it sales trend, monthly, month sales trend. Okay, so we are done with this. So you can write here monthly item or sales trend by month, or total items sold per month. So what you can also do, you can copy this and make sure you put in space when you copy. Control V, so Excel won't recognize it as like issue. So what we want to visualize now is we want to visualize total revenue trend. So oh my, so the revenue trend, to visualize that. We don't need this total, we only need the value. So we are going to be visualizing this also as well. So we are going to be inserting a line chart also. So I'm going to be inserting this. So let's look at this. So let's try to put this side by side. Look at these visuals. Look at January here and January here. Look at this data. You see, though January, around January, which date is this? In February, though February doesn't have much sales. Okay, so let's say February doesn't have like a lot of sales like others. It has a lot of revenue, as you can see. That's the high and high revenue. And also no, December here has high revenue and high sales. So you can, from here you can like say total revenue per month, or per year, per month, per month. So guys, this is where we stop. I have a meeting right now. I'll catch you up guys later. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. So this is just a basic way of using your pivot chart and pivot table to visualize, and this is like the intermediate Excel. If you know these, I think you go you go places. Apart from learning your functions, when you know your data cleaning, data visualization, and that those are one of the those are the like some important skills. If you know how to use your business questions to visualize, to communicate with your stakeholder, non-technical stakeholder especially, and even technical stakeholder. Thank you guys for watching to this moment. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And I will see you guys next time. I'll see you guys next time, and have a great and wonderful week ahead or weekend ahead. So thank you. In our next video, I will try to use this chart to create a simple dashboard together. So thank you guys. Bye.